philosophy is written in this grand book, the universe, which stands continually open to our gaze. But the book cannot be understood unless one first learns to comprehend the language, and read the letters, in which it is composed. To understand the universe as a whole, we must first ask two simple questions. Is the matter in distant galaxies the same as the matter here on Earth? And do the principles that govern motion in a laboratory apply equally to stars and planets? The answer, in this chapter, is yes, not merely as a philosophical belief, but as a demonstrable truth. The same matter, everywhere. Whether we study the tip of a leaf, or the spiral arms of a galaxy, the material involved behaves according to the same laws of nature. Electrons do not carry different charges in distant stars than they do in our instruments. Gravity does not change its form from one region of space to another. In the framework of this book, it always acts inward, always attracts, and always follows the same relationship with distance. The universe is not divided into regions with separate physics. What is observed here applies everywhere, because the ingredients of nature do not vary from place to place. The same motion, under the same principles. It is not only matter that is one, locomotion, too, is governed by a single system. Whether a pebble falls in a well, a pendulum swings in a cathedral, or a planet orbits a star, the same variables are at work. Impulse initiates the motion. Momentum carries it. Gravity regulates it. And matter provides the body through which it occurs. Time and space frame the event, but do not alter the principles. The scale may change, but the causes remain the same. Experimental confirmation. Pendulum and free fall. Two classical observations demonstrate this unity. The pendulum shows that oscillation period depends only on string length, not on the material or mass of the bob. A pendulum made from wood, iron, or gold swings with the same rhythm if the length is equal, revealing that gravity acts uniformly, regardless of the matter involved. Free fall shows the same truth. When two objects of very different mass are dropped together, they fall with the same acceleration and strike the ground at the same time, provided their resistance is removed. This proves, within the chapter's framework, that gravity acts equally on all matter, and that acceleration under gravity is independent of the body's weight or composition. These simple observations confirm a profound fact. The same laws govern matter and motion everywhere. Beyond the experiments, bouncing and impulse. Yet these observations also reveal that not all forces are the same. When bodies strike the ground, the heavier one bounces less, and the lighter one bounces more. The difference is not due to gravity, which acts equally, but to pressure impulse, which is mass sensitive. Thus, even the differences confirm the rule. The same principles apply universally, but their effects depend on the variables involved. Gravity is uniform. Impulse is variable. Together they explain both the sameness and the diversity of motion. The implication for science. No matter where we look, Earth, Sun, or galaxy, motion begins with impulse, is carried by momentum, and is regulated by gravity. All bodies, from the smallest particle to the largest star, share this common system. To understand the universe, it is enough to study it here, because the laws of motion do not change with distance. Conclusion. A universe built on unity. Matter is one. Locomotion is one. And the laws that govern them are universal. This is not poetry, but science. It is the foundation upon which we may read the cosmos as a whole. In the next section, we will explore the logical consequences of this unity by looking at the nature of motion itself, its types, causes, and classifications. Summary and transition. What the reader has gained from the foundations. At this point in the journey, the reader has passed through the true entry gates of universal understanding, not by way of abstraction, but through clarity, structure, and reason. The foundations have not been a collection of loose reflections, but a deliberate sequence leading from observation to principle, from principle to universality, and from universality back to particular events. We began with phenomena, the undistorted behavior of nature itself, and recognized that no theory or experiment can rise above what phenomena reveal. We then turned to first principles, the immutable characteristics of primordial particles, which anchor all scientific reasoning. Next, through the distinction of universals and particulars, we saw how enduring truths manifest in individual cases, and why no single event ever tells the whole story. We traced this further into principles, conditions, and elements, the inner grammar by which events are shaped. And with syllogistic reasoning, we restored the discipline of logic as the bridge between phenomena and knowledge. Finally, we affirmed the unity of matter and locomotion, showing that the same causes govern both the smallest experiment and the grandest galactic motion. Taken together, these ideas give the reader not just definitions, but a complete framework for thinking about the universe. The foundations teach us that every motion must be traced to an impulse, every persistence of motion must be carried by momentum, and every restraint must be explained by gravity acting in the normal plane. They also show us that physics is not a fragmented set of local rules, but one coherent system of causes that applies equally to Earth, stars, and galaxies. From here, the journey moves into a new phase. Having secured the ground, we now turn to the variables of locomotion themselves: matter, gravity, impulse, momentum, time, and distance. Each will be studied not in isolation, but in relation to the others, for it is only through their interplay that the universe builds its structures. The foundations have given us the compass. The variables will provide the map. With both in hand, we will be ready to read the structure of the universe itself.